Christina & Co. I am Christina, and this is & Co. Today's video is going to be a little different because, drum roll please, we will be sewing. Yes, you know, I'm a seamstress, self-taught. Today we'll be making this shirt, hence this snack. So no long intro, let's get started. Okay, so you need two shirts. We're gonna call this one shirt A and shirt B. Okay, shirt A and shirt B. I'm gonna put shirt B to the side for now. Take shirt A and lay it out. Now you're only laying this out if you have something to lay it out on, cutting mat or whatever. You really don't have to lay it out, but it's an option. Anywho, or you can fold it. Obviously, you fold it, you're just gonna match up your seams. So you're gonna match up your collar seam and the top of the sleeve, the bottom of the sleeve, and so on. You can, actually this is probably a better method. You're gonna take your scissors and make a snip at the bottom. Make a snip at the top. Okay, maybe not. There we go. And then also try to get the inside of your collar or the front of the collar. And we can lay that back down and try to make those cuts meet. Okay, so we're gonna cut right up the middle, going from the slit we made at the bottom to the slit at the top. Now, we have our two sides. If you're worried about your two sides not being completely even, it's okay, nobody's gonna know. We're gonna set these to the side. We're gonna do the same thing to shirt B. Definitely should have ironed this first, but it's okay. We're gonna do the same thing to shirt B, and then we're gonna come back and sew them together. I also forgot to mention you need scissors, thread, and pins. Now that we have our shirts cut, this was shirt B, and this is shirt A. You're gonna take nope, that's not true, I lied. You're going to take one piece of both shirts, making sure they are the opposite sides, sorry. So if this is shirt A and this is the left side, we want the right side of shirt B. See? I think it's gonna be pretty cool. And it kind of looks like, if I do it, you know, whatever, we'll see. But now we're gonna take these, we're gonna grab your pins that I just lost. Oh, there you go. And grab your pins, we're gonna pin them together. Now that we have the front pinned, we're gonna do the same thing to the back. Same thing. And if it's easier, you can always pin the bottom, pin the top, and then pin through the middle. Now that we have our front, let's go back so you can see. We have our, nope, this is the back, I lied. So now we have our back pinned completely and front pinned completely. We're gonna take it over to our handy dandy sewing machine. Now we have our two sides sewn together. We have our front, and we have our back. I know I said this part was completely optional, but depending on how you want the front to look, which I guess I could just show, depending on how you want the front to look. So like right now, if I flip the shirt right side out, it does not look bad at all. Like at all. This is what you have, which I think looks pretty cool. It kind of like, you know, but you can always just, you know, simply iron the inside so that the seams lay flat. But I am going to try something that a lot of people may not suggest. Just do a cute little long zigzag stitch on my machine. Just a regular zigzag stitch. So I'm gonna go to my machine. Let's move you over so you can see. Okay, so for zigzag stitch, here we are. And then we will simply be changing the number here to the number that matches the stitch here. So that says 13. I'm gonna go up. We're gonna move this one to 13. Now that we have figured out our stitch length, what I am going to do is basically called top stitching, where you're just gonna create like a cool stitch on top. There are a couple things you can do. You can, one, just push everything to one side. For example, since I am using red thread, I could just push all of it over to one side and top stitch there. And actually, that's what I'm about to do. Because I'll top stitch one on one end on the front and then do a little, do a little razzle dazzle on the back. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, now that we have pushed everything to one side, we're just going to get this sewing. We have our front sewn, or our seam allowance pushed over to one side. Pushed it over to, like I said, the red side of the shirt, or shirt B, since I was using red thread, and it just lays better, and that's how it looks on the inside. So this was our original seam. Remember, this is the seam allowance that we pushed over. And now for the back, let's add this little razzle dazzle. Now that we have successfully finished our shirt, this is what we're looking like. Definitely gonna iron it and try it on. It's really cute and it's so clean. Look at the seam lines. And if you're still here, I appreciate you. We are officially done with Sew It Begins episode 1. Let me try my shirt on. See how, if it looks as cool as it looks. And if you're still here, I appreciate you. If you came across my page just cause, I think this is a good time to subscribe or send it to somebody that may need it. If you have any questions, always here to answer them. Until next time,